Good afternoon, this is Jack from theartofchart.net, and this is an intraday video for the afternoon of Thursday the 1st of February. Right, just check you're seeing the screen all right. Yeah, got it. Okay, let's start with ES. Now, ES, there is a potential bottoming setup here. There's no real divergence here, or at least this went too high in between for me to count it as towards a 60-minute buy signal. But what I would say is marginal lower lows here. This is a potential double bottom resistance. I've got that at 2838. Not there yet, but a break-in conversion of that level would be looking for about 2864. Could we see that? Yes. Do I think we're going to see that? Probably not. But it's definitely something to bear in mind. I'll just go through the futures quickly, and then I'll have a quick look at the RTH charts. Right, NQ. NQ came down this morning, broke down slightly, and then rejected back up. This is a potential Janus flag setup, i.e. this is a setup that could potentially take us back to a retest of the high. But what I think is more likely to be happening here, looking at the RTH charts, is that we're actually forming an alternate right shoulder on a flatter neckline. For head and shoulders here. If so, we've got an ideal high would be in the 7,000 area, so obviously this could go a bit higher. TF. TF, again, it's marginal lower low. We are still on a 120-minute buy signal. If we weren't already on one, another one would have fixed. So this is actually fairly bullish looking action from TF. On a breakover, sustained breakover 1585, we'd be looking basically at a test of the weekly pivot at 1606. What could this be on the lot bigger picture? This could be TF forming the right shoulder on a head and shoulders as well, which is looks actually pretty good on the RUT chart. Let's have a quick look at the RUT chart. Now, SPX, if we see more downside, what Stan's been looking at is the daily middle band. That's currently on SPX in the 2800 area. On the 60-minute chart, we did have an early RSI 5 buy signal that's played out. We've got very clear resistance here. Obviously, we've got the gaps, the open line on top, but here we've got the 50-hour moving average, which is now rolling over, and I've got that in the 2840 area. I don't want to see that broken and converted, because if it does, that opens the upside, and it opens the possibility of filling this gap and maybe retesting the high. I mean, this is, well, while the downtrend is unbroken really as long as we're making lower lows, lower highs, and really we need that lower high, and we need to respect this resistance. This is something I look at for support on uptrends, resistance on downtrends. Look at what's happened. We gapped below it, and we've come back. We've back tested it. We haven't back tested it again today yet. We may be going to. But I'm looking at that as a main downtrend resistance. If that breaks up, then potentially it opens the upside. At that stage, we test the weekly pivot. If that breaks up, then we can do things like retest highs and so on. I'll do HG. It's right. NDX, this is the potential head and shoulders forming there. This would actually be a pretty nice one. NG has broken this trend lines, retested it twice so far. That's holding pretty well. We're on daily sell signals. There's nothing really to suggest here so far that this downtrend is done yet. RUT, this is the potential head and shoulders forming on RUT, would be in the fairly early stages of the right shoulder here. This would likely go considerably higher. We've got positive divergence here. This is an hourly RSI 5 buy signal that's just fixed. This can most definitely go higher, and it may well be that we're not going to see significant downside from the other two while this is going higher. Right, okay, let's move on from equities, and so let's have a look at DX. Okay,